Handcuffed and shackled, illegal Indian immigrants were deported from the USA in 3 batches in the past 1 month. The first batch of 104 arrived in India on 5th February. Their deportation caused a furor in the Indian Parliament. A week later, the Indian Prime Minister met the US President Donald Trump, and in Washington, D.C., he agreed to take in all verified illegal Indian immigrants.
हम इस मत के हैं कि गैर कानूनी तरीके से जो लोग दूसरे देशों में होते हैं उनको वहाँ रहने का कोई कानूनी अधिकार तो है नहीं। जहाँ तक भारत और अमेरिका का सवाल है, हमने हमेशा कहा है कि जो वेरीफाइड होगा, कि जो सच्चे अर्थ में भारत का ही नागरिक होगा, वो अगर अमेरिका में गैर कानूनी तरीके से रहता है तो उसको वापस लेने के लिए भारत तैयार है।
A week later, 119 Indian immigrants were deported on 15th February, and another batch of 112 arrived in India the very next day. Right after the US President assumed Oval Office, he started a crackdown on illegal immigrants.
Today, I'm also signing an executive order to instruct the Departments of Defense and Homeland Security to begin preparing the 30,000-person migrant facility at Guantanamo Bay. Most people don't even know about it. We have 30,000 beds in Guantanamo to detain the worst criminal illegal aliens threatening the American people. Some of them are so bad we don't even trust the countries to hold them because we don't want them coming back, so we're going to send them out to Guantanamo. This will double our capacity immediately, right? And that's a tough place to get out of.
The very next day, a US Air Force plane repatriated 80 Guatemalan nationals. Some families asked their local priest to take guardianship of their children as fears of deportation among migrants in the US loomed large. US Immigration and Customs Enforcement, known as ICE, arrests increased across the country with about 900 to 1,200 people picked up per day. A daily average of arrests by ICE in the fiscal year 2024 was 311 as per its own reports. Activists started protesting on streets against Donald Trump's immigration policy and ICE arrest. Some pushed back against what they call intimidation tactics by US President Donald Trump's administration, vowing to protect immigrant families.
And if we allow people to identify us or put us in categories of criminal or any other thing just by the way we look, then we're going back to a time that was very dangerous in this country, specifically for people that looked like me.
The Mexican National Guard started to conduct extensive patrols across the United States and Mexico border amid growing migration concerns.
I don't think it's necessary for migrants because migrants are poor people who are being displaced and don't come to commit crimes in Tijuana or the United States. The ones we should be going after are elsewhere, not at the border or in the shelters.
US flights kept sending immigrants back to different countries. President Trump also cracked down on birthright citizenship for children born in the United States to parents who are not citizens or lawful permanent residents, with an executive order signed on the very first day in office. Federal courts temporarily blocked the order, calling it blatantly unconstitutional. The US president is all prepared to fight out a legal battle to implement it nonetheless.
Mr. President, a U.S. judge temporarily blocks the birthright citizenship order. Do you have any reaction?
No, obviously we'll appeal it. They put it before a certain judge in Seattle, I guess, right? And there's no surprises with that judge.
Arrest and deportation of immigrants remain a top agenda, marking a continuity from his previous regime in the USA in the first month of his second term.